Howdy, 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 howdy. We are plugging away here. So this morning, I did not go live because I was still working out the kinks in all of my auth, and I've been doing auth for a few days, and I figured, yeah, let's spare the world a little bit more of that. But I did get it going. I've got the I've got the validation working, the login working, the registration working. I even got a little bit of a cleanup process, or a little bit of a graphical flourish put in place for the sake of once we're logged in. So that's something. So we're making some good progress. I think I'm about to that point now where I want to get it all checked in. And this is where I have to start researching a little bit more stuff with Docker. I'm going to be working with GitHub. I want to check into GitHub and see if I could trigger that to trigger deployment of my checked in code to my Docker test environment. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of the current plan. And then once I get that working, I already have Docker files kind of set up, so I'm hoping it's not a long process. Get everything right, settings, and then poof. And then if that works, I will then go to the point where once I do a PR approval, pull request approval that goes to master, I then want to have master auto deployed to a prod environment set up by Docker as well. And then I have to set up ngrok anyway, so I got to figure out how that's all going to flow. I don't know if I can do the GitHub thing because the GitHub, I don't know if I can, because it's not publicly, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be playing with that here shortly. But I just wanted to get one little thing here. I'm adding in a component here that's going to hold the formatting for my buttons. We'll just call them my social connect buttons. And we'll call it JS because that's what it is. Now we're gonna go social. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. I'm trying to get away from using caps in my names of files. But I can't because we will fix that in a minute. I should probably stop this. Let's go ahead and stop it for now. So I've noticed that I have 3 places where people will be able to work with their social networking accounts. So 4 of them are, well, one's login, one's connecting or creating an account, and one's your connect account. So like if you're in your account that's already logged in, you can connect your other accounts. And I'll probably even do the little rewards, not achievements, but rewards for doing it. Get a, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do rewards. I mean, if it's going to be just points towards packs, or if I'm going to give you packs, or some things it's like maybe a whole pack. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that. Maybe I'll even have like a tutorial thing that like you get all the cards all the basics things you need to build a team. And then after that, you earn packs points towards packs, or maybe you just get packs. I don't know. I haven't decided. I mean, how you're going to get the players, that's how it's going to come down to. And I got to figure out how that's going to work. And I have to give some amount easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? I got to give you the easy, some stuff just so you have enough to actually, you know, build a team. So that's the ultimate goal there. I'm gonna go over to my solution here. I gotta go to my account. See, here's one little problem with this. I have one little tiny problem with this whole plan. Is that I don't know if I'm going to do it the same on all the pages. I know with the register and the login page, I want them all to be the same. But I'm not sure if I want them to be the same. In fact, I don't even think that one's set up the same. I gotta do something like this and go over to register. I'm pretty sure this one's still using the dumb way. Oh no, it's not. Alrighty, let's kind of clean up how that looks a little bit, just for the sake of prettyment. So many pages, so little idea which one they are. I could sit here and hover until it tells me, but beyond that, I don't really have a way. Now I have to go to my account page, which is the home page here, and then I have this guy, and I'll just do that. Oops. Oh no, actually that's good. That is the whole thing I want. And I also probably want to put this inside of that. I probably don't need these because I have those. Now I don't know that I have a handle login click. Do I have it? I have a handle connect click. Guess I can call it connect. Why not? Now I don't have that functionality in place yet. It's, you can see, under construction. Everything's under construction on this page. The only thing that's not under construction is whether or not it's logged in and how we handle that. Beyond that, all this stuff is kind of ugly. This whole page is not quite ready for prime time. Not looking its absolute best. And I can dress it up a little bit, but I gotta pull the plug on new edits for the moment. Let's do some checking in. So I'm gonna go. Well, let's first do a quick run through, just make sure. One more test. I'm always nervous about running tests. It's like one more test, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's a bug. Ooh, there's another bug. I think we're good at a point where I can safely check this in. We're about to find out. Preferably, I won't hit any breakpoints. Because I think, because I want to just see it just do its thing. We're about to find out. There is a game jam going on, but in this weekend. I can't see me doing it though. I don't like that pressure. 2 days to develop a game. Right. And they do it all graphically. They're using Unity and all these other fancy tools, and I'm like, nah, that's not my forte, man. Let's see. Are we already logged in? Is it gonna see my cookie and just say, hey, we're already logged in? See, I still got the spinny guy going up here. And once that spinny guy, I'm hoping things will be faster once there it goes. It's doing something. Oh, we blew up. See? Oh, because the one thing I just did new, of course, blew up. Oh, I forgot to import it. That would be good. Let's import my new thing. Okay. So this is account management. Account management doesn't have to go as far to get this. This one can be gotten from, I think, just one level up. And then I got to put one on the, what page is this? Login page. This is register, so that one works. I don't know if I even need the image. Oh, come on. I know. This is the login page. I know. Can we paste some stuff? Hello. There we go. And that one's going to be 2 up because we're a little farther back. And then I got to do it again. Oh, you know what? It's not even called social login button. I decided I call it social connect button. Oh, it is social login button. Because I call the file social connect. I don't want to call it login because it's not always login. It's just connect. We're connecting with it. So now it's broken. If it wasn't broken before, it's broken now. I shouldn't be doing all this stuff while it's running. Okay, so we'll go back to my page. And open this back up. And I don't even know if that fully has all my stuff in it. Let's try this again. Control C. Where are we? This one is login. I do need it on login. This is social. Connect button. And that one's probably good because we're on the login page. And this guy is the social connect button right here. And let's not save yet, because if I save, it'll keep trying to re-render, and that will drive me crazy. So let's go over here, and we'll do the register page first. Changes connect. I'm gonna go down here. Changes to connect. Then I have to go to this guy. And that one's also going to be connect. And this guy also. Alright, so now we'll try saving them all. So now we have everybody loading up, hopefully. What is this page? What is that? Do I have two open? Or did I just move it off the screen? Probably a good idea if I open my my chat just on the off chance that someone wants to say hi. Hi! Hi, everybody! Alright, so what do we got? Now, my social connect button. Failed to compile. Why? Social connect. Oh, did I not find it? This is on the account login page. Alright, let's go ahead and close this because it's probably a good idea if I just make sure everything's working before I try to run it. Don't make changes and then check in. You make changes, then test, and check in. What I did is I got everything working, tested, it is good, ready for check-in. I made a quick change and I was ready to check in. And they're like, no, skipped a step. It's like, can't do that. Test your stuff, even if you think it's an easy one, because it's never an easy one. Alright, so we've failed to compile on my account page. Don't know why. What's the problem? So, well, let's just see what it says. npm build failed because of Webpack errors. All right, well, what are the Webpack errors? Not found. Okay, social login button. Wait, what? Oh, that's right, because I did connect. This has got to be connect as well. Social connect button. And I still did the thing. All right, let's change this. Let's get rid of the caps because I don't like them. Social connect button. And we're going to take this and try that again. So we're going to go up here, change it to this, and we're going to go to here. Change it to this. And we're going to go here. Now, you might say, if you're a person like me who likes capitals, I do like capitals, but I'm finding that the case sensitivity of stuff is getting on my nerves. So I said, screw it, I'm not doing it no more. I just decided all my file names are going to have no capitals. So they're capital free. Just too many situations where I'm running into problems with sometimes, because if you don't put it in all of them, then they all have problems, and I just like, screw it, man. I'm undoing it. I'm not gonna have it. All right, I think I got all three of them updated. Pretty sure. Connect. Connect and connect. Okay, let's try that again. So I got my computer back. It's sitting here trying to update. Takes forever, of course. Every update takes like... So the touchscreen seems to be working, so that's one thing. I haven't gotten around to testing the ports. This is a This is not a new machine. I know it. It's a refurbished machine. But it's not my original machine. So what does that mean? I don't know. I'm terrified. Because it means, you know what a refurbished machine is? Someone else had a problem, sent it in, and they replaced it for them. So I get their sloppy seconds. Supposedly fixed. Oh boy. I'm nervous. I am very, 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 very nervous. Alright, well. Looks like we built successfully. Still got a couple of... see, this one's driving me crazy. Look at this. Account login. Oh. Wait. React hook use effect has missing use. Oh. Oh, am I doing that one the same way as I'm doing the home page? See, on the home page, I'm doing this thing where I'm using... well, I thought it was. No, who am I doing it with? Is it the register? Oh, the login page is probably doing it. Yeah, use search params. I got to do this thing. Apparently my account page wants to do that too. I don't even know if it needs to though. Let me go look at what my account page is doing. Well, for one, I believe my is user logged in. I'm gonna do a side by side with my home page, because I want home page has kind of been, you know, fully functionized. Functionized. I don't know if that's a word, but. And then what is this one? That one is the account page. This is account page, and this one is home page. Okay, well, it says home right there. Okay, so we kind of want the home page functionality. As far as checking the effect, I need to do this thing. And essentially it's going to be the same, except plus, I'm a little concerned at the replication of calls, which I'm going to show you something in a bit. I shouldn't be having to call the server a bunch of times, but I feel like we're calling things more than once. So I got to figure that little tidbit out. And then this guy has this next navigation, and it's using router. Apparently I'm not using that anymore. Set logged in. Is logged in. Set logged. Okay, so we're doing this thing instead. Do I even need that? Am I even using it? Because I check login, and then I get back, and then I set login, but then I'm not using it? Where am I using logged in at? This one, where's this using that at? I mean, that one's using it somewhere. I don't know where it's using it. Oh, it's doing some conditionals. Conditional displays based on who's logged in. Oh. Now we'll hold on to that. Maybe I'll do the same thing. I don't know if I need to, though, to be honest, because the account page is going to redirect you, and otherwise it loads based on your login, and I don't need to reference anything. Yeah, I don't know if I have a I don't know if I have a need. But yeah, I'll leave it for now. It'll just be unused for the moment. Maybe I'll use it eventually. It could become useful. All right, so I got next navigation here. It only has use router, so I don't even have. What am I using use router for? On that one, I'm probably doing stuff. Here, I'm probably not, because I don't see it. So we'll take it out. No need for something that's not getting used. Or is it? Oh, wait. Maybe it is. I just need to take the. I just need to put the parts in. I'm missing key elements of my task. Let's go here. The reason it wasn't there is because it was not being used. All right, there. Now we have it. All right, so now we're all in there. We have, what else is missing? The router, next navigation. Everybody's got their pieces. I don't even know what compref is, but we'll worry about that later. It's compiling. All right. And then let's say only place right now is account page. Login page doesn't need to check if you're. Well, yeah, I guess it should. On a login page to check if you're logged in, just so that it doesn't like make you log in. If somebody comes back to the login page, or they had a link, but you're already logged in, we just want to kick them back to the home page. And I think I'm already doing that, but let's go check just to be sure. So if I do something goofy, like go straight to the login page, it should kick me back if you're already logged in. So let's go to the login, and same with register page for that matter. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, except the difference is this one, use effect, refer, we're just getting that stuff. I'm going to handle login, but first I'm going to put a use effect in here that's just going to go, hey, do we even want to be here? So what I should do is see, I was going to go straight to the other thing, and look, here I am changing a bunch of stuff. I'm just trying to synchronize all my stuff now. So we just basically captured wherever we're coming from, but like if we're not coming from anywhere, I'm curious, will it, how does that, what if the referrer windows.location at href, well, I'm passing in a value. All right, now let's just try this. Okay, so we're going to do this. So we have to check login status when we go to the login page, because we might already be logged in, and I don't want to go to the login page if we're already logged in. Now the only way you would get to the login page is if someone tries to go directly to it, because I didn't set it up as a component. Theoretically, you can't go straight to a component. I don't believe, yeah, you can't go straight to a component. So that is one idea behind building it into the like account page like I had before. Because then somebody comes to the account page, you're only going to see what you're supposed to see. So there's that. And then have the components still do what they do. I'm going back and forth. I'm waffling on that because I like the idea of not being able to even go to the login or register page at all if you're already, you've already got an account. Rather than creating a page that you can go to and then I have to handle when you go in there. And I had taken it out for some reason because it's easier to navigate straight. Because I can't navigate to login. I think that was why. You can't navigate to a login page. So you have to like refresh the page and have it retest itself and go, oh, well, in that case, we're going to do this, re-render. Or we have to have some kind of conditional rendering that would toggle back. That's dependent on the login state. Probably could do that. It's all about efficiency too, trying to get the right flow with the minimum bouncing around, the minimum movement. A page that updates in place is going to be faster than reloading another page. Just the way it's going to be. You set it and then it just toggles back, just because it changed and it just toggles back. And all I would have to do on my other pages is say, all right, well, I'll go to the account page, and the account page would go, all right, well, let's check our login status, and then it'll determine whether or not it needs to log in or show what it needs to show. So, how hard would it be? How big of a deal is it to do that? All right, let's ask GitHub how difficult this is. How much code am I changing? All right. Why does it keep doing that? Give me a new one. I'm thinking I would like to turn the login /page.jsx into a and the register /page.jsx into a component that will conditionally be loaded from the account /page based on the login status based on the is user logged in result or if the user selects to register. Once those things are complete, the page, the conditional state variable will reload the account page showing the account related items instead. All right, let's see what it comes up with. Because I really think I want to reduce them down to components. I don't think changing them. I don't think changing the birth date and the registration is going to be all that big of a deal. But I'm going to. Since I have the functionality, it's really just a matter of how I make the calls. I don't have to do anything else. I may or may not have to reference things, but I don't even know if I have to do that because mostly I'm just calling and referencing. Okay, so step 1. That's the login page. Okay, so it's account. So, well, right. Show register. Account will actually be a 3 condition. 1. Show register if user selects create account. Actually, I wonder if you know. Actually, you know what? I might change this. I might make the register a component of the login page instead. Actually, account will be a dual choice between login and the items currently showing on the login or on the account page. And register will be a conditional display variation of the login component based on if the user selects create account. Why would I want a new account page? We need to create a new account page component that conditionally renders the login component or the account management items. Update the login component to conditionally render the registration form. Oh, so they're putting the account management items into their own component as well. Yeah, I guess that works. That might actually be cleaner. Basically creating all of that stuff into components, and that makes apparent. That's kind of what I did with other parts, now that I think about it. That is more consistent. Rather than having one that tries to be a page as well as render pages, really what it should just be is an account page that just renders what it needs to, and it's apparent along the lines of what I did with the other stuff, which is a parent page calling the components. Yeah, all right. You win, but that'll be my page. What I will probably do is not call this a component at all. We will just call this my page as the page we go to. So that said, I'm going to go to my account here, and we'll just call this. We're not running, right? So this is account management. Account management, sure. And then we're just going to go here. We're going to go add new item. I'm going to call this one page.js. Go add. Now page.js will be this guy. And account management will be this one. Do I have it called that right now? It does. It's called account management. Very good. Very good. So account management goes there. We got account management there. Then we have this. And then we have our login component, which I am going to change now. We're just going to call this login. And we're going to move this up to the account. And we're going to call this one hopefully I'm not breaking things too bad. Register. I'm going to put that one up here. And then we're going to go here, and we'll get rid of those. All right, so let's go look at my register component, make sure that we don't have any weird navigations that need to, nope, I think we're good. And page, oh, I'm sorry, login. We'll go backwards, data, AMG auth data. Yeah, I think we're good there because that's right here. Yep, it did correct all that. So we're in pretty good shape for references. So now we just got to go back to our account page. We will save all this. Go to our account page. All right, so what else did we need to create? I do need to make some referential changes, I'm sure, on these other codes. I mean, like some of the basic code. So create a new file, account management. No, I don't need to call that. Move the account management logic there. No. We're just going to go to the account management page. Let's see what we need to change. So account management, we'll call this const. And then pretty sure that's the end of it, right? So we gotta put this in. Okay. We don't need the E, we need an equals here. And we need this guy because we're doing this stuff. All right. So we got pretty much everything. It's getting rid of the set logged in. Account management. Handle, connect, click. So this one's not going to handle any of the validation because you can't go straight to a component. So the page is going to handle the checks, which is what it's doing, check login status, instead of the component. And let's go make sure we have so we got account page. We're doing the same thing we did at the page level, except the difference is app account page. Oh, did I not get all of it? Probably should take the whole thing. Let's bring the whole thing onto the thing, right? All right, so this is going to do my check. I'm not sure why we're not doing the router bit, but we'll show register, show login success. Set logged in. Or handle login success. Okay, so then we're going to go is logged in. We're going to do account management. Else, we're just going to do this. Return div login. Show register. On show register blah. On login success, handle login success. I don't know what handle login success. Set is logged in true. Oh, set is logged in true. Well, if log is logged in, set is logged in true. Oh, okay. So we're handling the logged in state by setting is logged in to true. And if is logged in is true, then we're going to fire account management, right? If logged in is logged in true, it's account management. But shouldn't we? Something's missing here. I slouch too much. So I gotta stretch my back out. Whew. All right. All right, come on, hurry up. Come on, I gotta get to the next phase of things. So we got my page. So basically what's gonna happen is we go to the home page. Assuming the home page is gonna kick anybody out at all, it's going to send them to the account page. Everybody who, basically every time something needs to happen, there's permissions or we got to load data belonging to a user, we're going to send them to the account page, which is going to go here. Account page, if you go directly to it or if you just come from being directed to it, has to check to see if you are logged in, because that's how we're going to check to see if you're logged in. So we're going to actually do the same thing I did here. Now, we have set logged in, so we're going to do this piece. I guess I don't need to do that. We're going to do this. Now, I don't think we're going to reroute from, let's see, from the account page. Yeah, I guess we kind of have to. So we have to load, if they're not logged in, what we're going to do is we have to say, guess I don't have to route anybody because we're just going to show certain things. So we are going to check login status, going to get logged in, and then we're going to say, I still think I want to get the refer, because they may not want to stay on the account page. They may have come from something else and we just got routed here. So yeah, we're going to do that anyway. The difference is if refer is, I don't know, account, something like, see, not checked in, not if check in, then we're going to say and refer not includes count. Yeah, I'll just go count. Then we will return here for check login. All right, so we're going to do that. If we have a fail, why would we go there if it's a fail? That don't make sense. Set logged in, check login. That's not right. Oh no, if it's on, so if it's there and we fail, we want to go here. But if it's on the account page and we fail.
I made way too many nachos if you want some.
All right, babe. Maybe I'll get some in a bit. Thank you. So if we're here and we fail, we don't want to go anywhere. But if we are logged in and we are good, we want to go back to whoever sent us here. So it's not likely we're going to get fail there, success here. But if we check login, yeah, okay, so we're good. So if we're... So this basically is going to say, hey, we're here. We're here by some reason. We're going to check. If the user wasn't sent here by a different page on the site for not being logged in, then we're going to go ahead and send them back because we're good. They got here for some other reason. Maybe their password wasn't good or whatever, and they needed to log in. So this will load up or call the login page based on the check login. If, however, check login fails, we're going to say, is logged in is going to be false. So we're going to say is user logged in, is login. So wait, so check. Set login is going to be check login. Okay, so we got is logged in, and then we're going to go down here, and in this case, we'll show them the login page. And the login page will go ahead and load the way we want. Now we have to go down and tweak the login page because I'm sure it's going to be a little bit different because it's a component now. So we're going to go to the login.jsx. It's going to look pretty much the same. We got our usual imports. Boy, you got a lot of stuff, man. Show register. On click. I see what's different here. So we got a handle submit. So we got username, password, email, birthday. Yeah, it's all stuff we need to do the login. Oh, that's if show register. Oh, we're actually acting the register. Shouldn't register be its own component? Account management. Login point to accept on login says on show register and show register props. On login success, on show register and show register props. Why are we? Oh, this one is actually conditionally accepting the extra parts. If we say show register, it's actually going to be both. And then we just submit accordingly. I haven't even got the remember me on this computer bit, but I'm kind of like saving a token anyway. Technically, it should be, if they don't want me to remember them on this computer, we don't save a cookie. That's what it's supposed to be. So I should probably trigger that. But, yeah. So really, they just replaced my register with the login. I don't really need the register anymore. So on this guy, we're going to do an account, and it's either going to be register. Well, they wouldn't even call register. Why would it show register? Hmm. Use an source path. Use effect. Set redirect. Handle login click. Which is going to work exactly the same as it does now. And then we've got handle submit, which is a little bit more complex because we're either going to do register or not register. And then we're going to go the formatted stuff. Which I hate. I really hate this. I'm going to pull this stuff out somehow. I don't like having all these, I don't know, pages, these buttons like that, but that's my login. Which pretty much makes register JSX a dead component, but we'll have to see what happens here. Let's go ahead and run stuff. Let's go see if I can compile. So I have my account page, which is going to do what it usually does. Then we're going to have our login component, and then we're going to have our new account management component, which is essentially just going to do the account stuff as is, setting up to connect accounts, do other fun stuff. And then that's it, even though that's a 4. Oh, it's a 3. I guess it is. Okay. Go. npm run build. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. My wife said that she cooked nachos, so I had to go get nachos. So, eat a little bit of sloppiness. So there's a something wrong on my computer already. I got so much to reinstall on this computer. You're dreading it. And I don't want to do too much because I got to still check these ports, make sure they're not going to be crap. You know, so that they, you know, that everything works. All right. Where was I? It failed, of course. Module not found. Login page. Oh, login page. All right. Account page. Account page. Oh, yeah, we can't redirect to login because that doesn't exist. It's just account. And this doesn't actually. Oh, do I have to say it's not login page anymore? It's login something. Ooh, I put some Tabasco on here, and it's run right through my sinuses. Should probably save my changes. I didn't like. It's probably because it's not that far back anymore. Components. Yeah, that's probably better. And we probably don't have that far back on that one either. I kind of like things that are within the app that belong to my app to be together. And then all this stuff that either belongs to Next or some import that's third party. Those I prefer to be like that. It's kind of like let's go App imports. Wow, I knew what I wanted to say before I did. I don't know, what do we call this one? Extension imports? I don't know. This is the first one I've done that with, so every other one probably has to have that same thing done eventually. So why is utils different on this one? So we got app, home account, API, and utils. So, account management. Oh, account management's on the same page. That's why. And since that's not actually going to call register, it doesn't have to. So we go login, but these guys have to go back up to get back to data and components. Oh yeah. Let's try again. Get my imports in place. So today's workout, if you're curious, and whether you're not or not, I'm still telling you. Man. All right. Boxing, 4 rounds, elliptical, backwards on the elliptical, 10 minutes, and some shoulder press. And the only reason I only did one exercise with weights is because today was mostly supposed to be a cardio day. But I've been doing this mensch kind of style workout for the last couple of weeks, which is basically 600 push-ups, 300 squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and 1 mile before, 1 mile after all that, and running. And this last time, I just did it with heavier weights and only did half. So I actually put a vest on that added 20-some pounds, and I did pull-ups and squats with that on, and then I did floating push-ups, which you can, I don't know, can you see behind me? You can see behind me there's like a band hanging off of the ring I have on the bar, and it's a thick band that can hold probably about 60 pounds, or it's 60 pounds worth of resistance. So I lean far enough on my arms forward that my feet can basically float off the ground inside of that band. And then I do push-ups. And then I try to tighten my core enough that when I come up, I'm actually lifting my whole body. And just having that band support me in the part that I can't really hold my whole body up yet. I'm not at the point where I can do planche push-ups yet. Maybe someday if I keep doing that. But so yeah, I basically just kind of amped it up and did half of everything, and then I threw in some leg raises. But as you can see, that's got all of that does is it includes core for the leg raises. I do straight arm leg raises on the parallel bar, and so I was able to do abs, and then the pull-ups take care of the back and the biceps, and then the push-ups take care of the triceps and the chest, and the squats I always come up to my toes. So it takes care of the hamstrings, the quads, because I do deep squats all the way to the ground. So I get hamstrings, quads, glutes, and calves all get taken care of in that. So you're hitting all the body. But I noticed that I don't have anything that's a pushing action on the shoulders. So today I decided to do that. I was a little weaker than I expected, but then again, I don't do a lot of that stuff when I'm working at home, and I haven't done a push press at the gym in many, 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 many months. So obviously I need a little work on my push pressing, because that's the only way I'm going to get really good enough to do things like handstand push-ups. Handstand push-ups, though, really aren't a shoulder work. You think they are, but they're really not. Because for balance purposes, you're really kind of leaning forward, and it really becomes an upper chest workout. Because for balancing, you need to have your head go forward and your legs come out so that you can actually go down. You're not really going straight down to your arms, because then your whole body would be on one side of your arms and you would essentially flop over. So if you want to balance, you need to have it center down on your arms, which means your legs kind of go like this, so you're more of a chest push-up when you're doing that. But it's a lot of core. Really, handstand push-ups are more about the core strength. Now, you could kind of do a handstand push-up if you use a wall, in which case you are doing a lot of shoulder there. But if you're doing it freeform with no wall, you got to be able to hold your whole body in place. And that's where things get tricky. And most of the guys who can do that weigh less than 170, I think. I think a lot of the guys who can do that. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them weigh less than 170, I think. And that's my excuse, and that's what I'm sticking to, because I don't weigh 170. I weigh close to 180, which is way heavier. So heavy. That's why I can't do it. What's the problem? Use effect has a missing dependency. Search param. Oh, really? Okay, so I can't go to login from here. No. This is supposed to come back to here. Router.push. I just need to go refer. I'm just trying to set up all the situations where people might go back and forth to one. So I'm trying to figure out where account page. So this guy doesn't need the router. It's like when it needs router, when it doesn't. I tell you. Oops. One guy needs it, the other guy doesn't. Missing dependency, search params, either include it or remove the dependency array. So I guess I have to include that in here. But why? How would we even get here? I don't even think I can get here. I don't think I need that. You can't get to login anymore. Not as a separate component. Or not as a direct connect. So I actually don't need any of this redirect junk. Well, no, wait, that's not true. If you're running the component, login success, handle login success. Set is logged in true. So maybe I didn't put something in here. I feel like maybe I'm missing some stuff in my login object here. Okay, looks like I finally got all the updates in place. Woohoo! Now I got 1,000 more things to do. But I don't know what I want to install next. Let's do something. Let's see if I can do a functional validation of this cable. Oops. Maybe. Might be a little less loose. Okay, where is this button? Jeez. I may have to tweak my cord on here because it's right now not great. And my trying to sorry. You're like hello, you got viewers here, man. Now I'm joking. I'm trying to fix my cord. Give me half a second. Not sure that actually did anything. Almost there. So there's a problem. My cord that I have set up to handle my graphics card is too thick, and as a result it doesn't want to it doesn't want to let me move stuff forward on it. I've tried to get all the other cords to move, but it does not want to be the one that moves. It's like, for whatever reason, I can't get things to move together. All right, I think, no, see, that's still not going to work. Dadgummit. Stop it! That's what I want, but I don't think I can get it to stay. There is something about the way I have this set up that's just saying no. No to that action. No to the way. Okay, I think I might have got it. Okay. I think I got it. And you're like, okay, if you say so. I'm sorry, certain things just bug me sometimes. I'm like, I can't have the disorganizational things gotta be good. And I have to go fix it. Once I get my brain on that, there's no going back. I'm sorry. It's like I have to fix it. Basically, I have cord control that's wrapping all my cords, and they're making it into a long line, right? But it goes through a docking station. So they go up to a docking station, then one leaves the docking station. Well, one of my cords doesn't go through the docking station. It goes through both parts of the cord because the video card, or the video card external GPU, is stored in the back of my desk. So it has to take a cord that goes all the way through all the cords and follows that same line. This is so that I can move my Surface to other places, like, you know, from here or to over here, just so that I can put it in places on the desk and still be attached to all my stuff. But it has to stay in that same line. So I have to be able to move everything freely, and that means whatever cord I have has to run through my train of cord connections. So as a result, I was trying to get that through, and it's such a stiff cord, it doesn't want to move easily between all the cords or all the cord connectors. And that's what was driving me crazy, because I couldn't get it to slip or slide in. And well, it was so stiff that the docking station cord that came in was too short, and so the other cord would push on the system and push the cord out of the plug on my Surface. So I had to loosen it so it could push up and plug into the Surface without being pushed out by this one being so stiff. It didn't want to bend enough to allow it to you know, go into the thing. So I had to pull the cord back all the way through, and there you go. Long-winded explanation as to why I was distracted. All right, I got 15 minutes. 15 minutes is not the end, but 15 minutes is what I have to get this working so that I can go on to the next step. And then I have maybe an hour after that. I would like to spend at least an hour on the next step. Now, I do have a cookie already, so in theory, I shouldn't have to do any logging in. This should just, load up. I do need to add an auth thing that says enable cookie control with remember me on this computer. So let's go to my, while that's loading, I'll go to my planning and tracking. It takes so long to load these days. That's what'll be nice to get my Surface Pro back up and running. That reminds me, let's go ahead and install something. I don't know what, but something should be getting installed. Let's go VS Code. Okay. All I know is this better work. I better be able to get this computer up and running and just work, I want 2 more years out of this computer. Then we'll see what's out there. I can't go to 11 though. I love my Surface Pro. I don't know what computer could possibly replace my Surface Pro. I mean, I may be forced to just switch to a desktop at that point and keep my Surface Pro as just a tablet, assuming it continues to function. Because I don't know. I don't know of any other. I don't like weak tablets. What would I do with a weak tablet? I might as well just keep my Surface Pro. And I know I'm not going Apple. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm not going Apple. There's nothing. Am I a hater? No. It's like the meta in games. I refuse to follow the metas because I think there's other ways to do stuff, and therefore I'm not going to get sucked in. So do I put this in as a PBI under auth types? Actually, these aren't PBIs. These are features. I've totally renamed. I totally named those wrong. They're features. And that's not a PBI. That's a feature. And there's a lot of parts that become PBIs for items. So in theory, I've done like a whole... I'm implementing features, not PBIs this sprint, which is kind of why it was more complicated than it should have been. But I am getting close. Oh, these guys are way beyond that. These guys are Google Auth. That one's like and AMG Auth are both. Actually, I think, well, actually AMG Auth is working now. So we're going to go, we're going to say in development. And actually this one is done. Well, it's ready for test. And look at that, it was an in doubter. I was an in doubter on that one. But this one's testing. We'll call it in testing. Is that in? I don't know. What comes first, review or testing? I think testing comes first, right? Oh, just wait. What is your problem? Just wait for them. I don't care. Take your time, man. Be patient. Okay, so that one's ready for test because it's kind of working. Is that still waiting on something? Huh. Because it should either be it should take me to the login page or, oh, did we blow up? Social connect. Oh, what is that? That's a bad page. Bad page. Bad page. It's a social connect button. It didn't know what to do with it because I called it and it's like, what is this? It's not what I expected. Ultimately, today I feel like I didn't quite do enough. I don't know why. Some days I feel like that, where my workouts weren't enough to make me happy, satisfied. I do that a lot lately because this game has been getting me. So what do you think of Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Nowhere? Nowhere? Nowhere. So we got social connect button. It's now fixed. Why didn't you notice that when I was building you, you goon dog? Alright, let's go here. Do I want to add that to a account login? Alright, we'll go to account login. There's a lot of formatting and crap that needs to be done here. Change user ID, AMG password, account password recovery. Yeah, okay, so, and then I gotta add another task here. This one's gonna be not a function, it's PBI. Features, and there's epics, there's features, there's functions. Okay, so function is a PBI. These are supposed to be under an epic. Yeah, this is it's like this is done wrong. I got this wrong, man. We'll call this feature. We're gonna call it account maintenance. Because you have epics and features. Features go under epics, and then under those go PBIs, right? Maybe I'm overthinking this, probably. Azure or Agile Developer backlog processes are epic feature PBI task. Correct? You're correct. Aha! That's what I thought. Okay, I was right. So feature, account maintenance. We're going to go account maintenance. It's hard to do all four of them here because really you can't do certain things. It doesn't easily allow for all four of those in ClickUp. So there is that problem. Now you can do a subtask here, which is where I'm going to do. No. subtask. Here we go. Now this should be PBI change user ID. PBI change. Dang it. Change password. I see. This is the thing with me. I can't see something done wrong and then PBI account / password recovery and PBI enable remember me on this computer. And these guys, that one stays. That's probably a feature. Let's edit that. Create web account. I have a web account page though. That one's in development. That's a feature. Because I have a lot of stuff that needs to go on there. So really what I have to do is let's actually go, let's rename that. We're just going to call that the, oh come on, don't be a jerk. Create prompt template. My task creation prompt. Save and reuse your favorite prompts so you and your team never have to type from scratch again. That would be nice. I should probably work on that. Maybe I should have one that says pop, when I go to the subclass, it'll just say pop up and it'll be PBI. And then I type in. So, but I'm going to say web account page feature. And then we're going to go here, and it'll be things like what will this be? PBI create page, and then we're going to go PBI add account maintenance maintenance account management component. PBI add login component. I'm cheating now because I already have these things. But this did have to exist, so we have to go here. And then this one, create page, account management component, login component, all exist. And then we will set those statuses to, oh, I don't know, in development? Sure. I may have to mark them off as done, but because you're supposed to take PBIs into a sprint, not features. If you're taking a feature, you're pretty aggressive. Change user ID, change password, account password recovery, enable. So I'm not doing any of these things. This is still a backlog item. It's in a scoping state because it's going to get done. It's just not. And then we, so I can get rid of. So I don't need this one, or this one. Those can all go away. I don't know. I want to keep this because I'll probably forget about it if I don't. How do I do this? I don't know. This month. Hi, Kenneth. Why don't you connect your apps? Why don't I? What apps are you talking about? I don't have any apps. I guess I could connect GitHub. I will need to. In fact, that's a thing. I got to get all that connected. It would be cool to get my GitHub and stuff working. So if I check things into GitHub, I don't know how that stuff works, but it'd be nice to be able to go and check it in and say, okay, well, which items are done? You know, kind of have that set up. But click up brain, connect apps, create a task. I don't need to create a task. Help using ClickUp. Search stand-up, team, project updates. Stand-up. That might be good. I might have to figure out how to do that, because that's kind of what I want to do with the person working with me. Save prompts you use often, like draft a project, update message to my team. Save prompts you use often. Summarize, create. Think and create. Huh. It looks interesting. I can't mess with that right now, though. Let's just delete these things. These aren't getting done yet. These are in progress. Those are the components that are going to go with all of the stuff, which are kind of sort of related to these things, which is, again, incorrectly named. Oh, come on. Function. So this is feature, and I got to rename it. I do not know what I just did, but something's weird. I don't know what I just did. I may have broke stuff. Screw it. I don't have time for it. Let's just say that I put that in there and we're happy. I put the thing in here I came here for. I'll fix it later. Let's go Brady. You're like, what does this got to do? It's football. I'm looking at football. What are the most overranked players in? I think Brady's overrated, to be honest.
Most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history. Starting off at number 15 is Terry Bradshaw. With 4 Super Bowl rings, his accolades are impressive, but his career stats tell a different story. A completion rate of just 51.9% and a 212 to 210 touchdown to interception ratio raise eyebrows.
Wow.
The Steelers dynasty thrived on defense and a powerful running game, not solely on Bradshaw's passing skills. Next up at 14 is Carson Palmer. While he had standout seasons and impressive numbers, his postseason record of 1-3 and failure to meet expectations as a gnome. One pick land him on this list. At 13, Bernie Kosar was adored in Cleveland for his unique style, but his stats were pretty average. He thrived with strong supporting casts, which inflated his reputation. Mark Sanchez takes the 12th spot. Early playoff success with the Jets was overshadowed by the defense and running game. And who could forget the infamous butt fumble? That moment pretty much summed up his career. Joe Namath ranked 11th, famously guaranteed a Super Bowl.
I believe that. His stats are kind of eh.
With 173 touchdowns and 220 interceptions, his stats don't reflect great.
Wow, he had almost
Jared
50
Goff
more.
comes in at number 10. He's having a solid season with the Lions, but much of that success is due to the strong team around him. He's good, but has clear limitations. Tony Romo, in 9th place, boasts impressive regular season stats. However, his knack for late-game mistakes and failure to reach a conference championship define his legacy. Kirk Cousins at 8 has
Kirk Cousins is
undeniable
proving
regular season stats, but struggles in prime time and a lack of postseason success make him a classic empty-calories quarterback. Kerry Collins, ranked 7th, had a lengthy career with a few good seasons, but his inconsistency and high interception totals overshadow his reputation as a steady veteran. At 6, Alex Smith was a game manager who performed well in the regular season, but fell short in the playoffs. His inspiring comeback story doesn't change the fact that his draft status looks overrated. Ryan Tannehill, in fifth, saw a
these guys aren't even.
Tennessee,
I don't even. You can't be overrated if you weren't rated to begin with.
When asked to carry the team, he often struggled. Cam Newton, ranked fourth, had a spectacular MVP season in 2015, but his accuracy issues and decline afterward revealed his flaws. His career feels more like a flash in the pan than sustained greatness.
And he was whooped in
Matt
2015
Ryan,
Super Bowl.
had an MVP season and a Super Bowl appearance, but his
I feel bad for Matt Ryan.
LI and years of mediocrity put him high on this list. Jay Cutler, in second, had undeniable arm talent, but his lack of leadership and poor decision-making defined his career, leading to consistent underperformance. Finally, at number 1, Eli Manning. 2 Super Bowl MVPs are impressive, but his inconsistent regular season play and career record left Giants fans frustrated. His inclusion is polarizing, but the argument stands strong.
I kind of agree with that one too. There's a lot of them on there I kind of agree with. But yeah, and Brady's not overrated. There's nothing you could do. Well, let's just put it this way. Brady's overrated in the sense that he's given too much credit. Yes, he had good stats and he's a leader and he's a great player. But in all honesty, he's been blessed with some pretty good surrounding casts. And he was like the linchpin to a whole. To me, there were better players. Statistically, there's better players than Brady, but people think of him as like the greatest of all time. I think he's overrated, not that he's not one of the best quarterbacks ever. Just people rate him as the best or the top 2. I'd be hesitant to call him a top 2, top 3 quarterback. Statistically speaking, kind of like Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw had 4 Super Bowl rings. Woohoo, yay, awesome. Then you look at the numbers. Brady had good numbers, but if you look at the numbers, he was not a top 2 or 3 quarterback. There were some great quarterbacks. Drew Brees, to me, is probably statistically the best quarterback ever. He just did not have the cast that Brady had, and he couldn't get the Super Bowl wins, but that wasn't his fault. His team just couldn't carry the load. They couldn't help him. I mean, it's only so much a quarterback can do. I'd put Manning up there, but Manning had. I'm talking about Peyton. Manning had he had like the greatest season of any quarterback in history with the Broncos, and that was actually 2013, not even the year that they won the Super Bowl. But he had a great 4 years there. I mean, he was blowing records away for the whole time he was there, except for maybe the final year when he kind of was starting to become average. But at that point, he was ready to go. I could tell it wasn't just skill. I think he was just losing interest. He was ready to do other stuff. But then there's guys like what about Joe Montana? You know, he has 4 Super Bowls too, and he was pretty freaking good. Of course, he had some great supporting casts too, with Jerry Rice and a lot of other guys that were on his team. Dan Marino is the classic great player with a bad team that just made bad teams look good. He just could not. The Dolphins could not put a team around him, and yet he still just raked in the stats. Same with Drew Brees. And yeah, there was a point at which they peaked because the team finally got good enough to be carried. But they didn't have the great final Super Bowl wins because you can't give all the credit to the quarterback. I'm sorry, Brady. I don't care if you have six Super Bowls. You did not do it by yourself, buddy. And I don't know that he claims to, but people give him credit. They say, oh, well, he's got 6 Super Bowls. He's the greatest ever. It's like, no, that's not how it works in my book. Some people just say Super Bowl is all that matters. Well, on a team level, yeah, but on a player level, no. I think just like Terry Bradshaw, he's getting too much credit for what he's done. Statistically speaking, he was, and people say, well, he just knows how to, share the ball and distribute and do the stuff he needs to make the team win by way of sacrificing his stats. So Michael Jordan was able to do that, but he was still the greatest player ever. He was still able to do everything that he needed to be a great player, and he shared the ball with his teammates. He knew how to distribute the ball and do what he needed to do. So I don't think that is a precursor to saying, well, that's what made him a great player. It's like, okay, well, you have great players that know how to share the ball. That's great. But the best players can share the ball and be the great scorers and statistic leaders. And, basketball is different. Basketball is one of the few sports where one player can be the team. I mean, he can almost be the team. He just needs a little bit of help from his buddies. But there's only 5 guys on the court. So you're 1/5. And if you're the greatest player ever, you're going to dominate. As long as your other guys just aren't inept. And that was, that's the thing about basketball. If you're the greatest ever in basketball, you're going to make people look, you're just going to dominate the games. You're going to win a lot of games simply because you're there. It doesn't work that way in most team sports because there's a lot more players on the field, and only the quarterback, because he's got the ball every play, right, can actually make a significant contribution every single time. I'm still rooting. I still say Barry Sanders, best running back in NFL history. And I know Jim Brown would probably argue that. Jim Brown would argue that anybody was better than him, but I don't know. I don't think. Just to me, Barry Sanders was just in another world of greatness. Kind of like Tiger Woods was back in his prime, where he just made everybody look like they didn't know what they were doing. Like he was the only one who knew how to play golf. And now, as he got older and he got back injuries and life problems, things went downhill for him. But I don't know if he's still competitive or not. Let's see. When was the last time Tiger Woods won anything? When was the last time Tiger Woods won any tournament? I bet she was like 5 years ago. 4 years ago. Zozo Championship. Since then, he has faced challenges with injuries and recovery impacting performance in tournaments. PNC Championship in 2024, where he and his son, Charlie, finished as runner-up. It was a special event for them, even though they didn't win. They finished second in 2024. I don't know what PNC is. What is that like? I mean, he played with his son. So his son must be pretty decent, right? Tiger Woods is probably good enough to carry that team to a point, but still, his son had to be good enough to at least make it interesting. So I got a warning with an image. I still got this React Hook one. What the? Account page. Account page. So what? I need to put router in here. So I'm trying to get rid of these warnings. The image ones I'm tolerating right now because those particular pages have images that are they have images that are being used special. Now I don't know if I can use the at or the next image tag to and still function that way. If I can, I might get away. I might move from that, but I haven't bothered to try yet because I'm not sure yet if it'll break my code. Okay. Whoa, what? Wow, Mr. Beast is looking to buy TikTok. That guy's got some bucks, man. You know, okay, I gotta say something about TikTok. I don't know the politics behind it, and I don't know what the fears are behind. I mean, I kind of sort of do. They think there's security risks, blah blah blah, because it's a company that's owned by a Chinese company that they're afraid China's using it to, I don't know, get into our business. I don't know what they think they're doing, but telling a company that you have to sell your business to somebody I know, that's basically what the U.S. is saying, right? You got to sell it to a family member. It'd be like me walking up to somebody and go, I know you made this thing for everybody in the room, but my family's the biggest. We're the best. We're the biggest consumers of what you made, and you have to sell it to one of us, or we're gonna stop using it. And that's like, what? Who the freaking beep 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 do you think you are? That's what I'm saying. I just think this company's like, we have to, you know, it's not like they said you have to sell it to us or a European ally, or you have to sell it to somebody we trust, because obviously China is known for not, and we don't. You guys have a bad reputation, or your country does, for controlling and getting into the business of their businesses. Therefore, you have to sell it to somebody who's not, I don't know, Russia, China, or somebody we don't trust. But you have to sell it to someone outside of that group. You know, or even say one of these 10 countries, us or Germany or Great Britain or France or Spain or whatever, just something that we can deal with. But no, they didn't say that. They said, you have to sell it to someone in our country or we will shut you down in the US. You know, I get it. There's a lot of money there. They're making some big bucks here in the US. But man, I'd be inclined to tell the US where to go. I'm serious. It's like, what the frick? I mean, granted, they're going to make a boat ton of money, right? Whoever buys them is going to make... Can Mr. Beast buy TikTok? I mean, I'd have to say it's going to be like it's probably going to be several $100 million. So Mr. Beast must have some serious cash, man. I can't see how TikTok's not worth $500 million, right? Because it's just such a big thing. But I'm telling you, if I was a company who was being strong-armed, sell it to one of us, so we're not going to use it anymore. It's like, well, then take a freaking leap off the bridge, man. I don't care. So we'll lose you. Whatever. We'll just compress and sell it to everybody else. I think, to be fair, I think the European Union is also kind of not trusting it. It's not like the U.S. is the only country, but for the U.S. to say you have to sell it to us is like, oh, come on, man. So are you saying, what if somebody in the United Kingdom wanted to buy it? The U.S. is like this with the United Kingdom. What if somebody in Israel wanted to buy it? I mean, we're supposed to be like that with them too. But I don't think, you know, Israel's not a first world nation. I don't think. I don't know if they have people with that kind of cash. But I'm just saying, there's got to be other people that should be allowed to get in the race and still give TikTok a fighting chance. Because there's some big bucks people in those areas. I don't know. I just feel bad for TikTok being like strong-armed like that by the U.S. I mean, I live here. I get it. I have nothing against TikTok. I don't use it a ton. I do get on it sometimes, and I will get caught on it like anyone else. But I don't make special time for it or anything. I can go days without watching TikTok, and then my wife will send me something, and I'll watch it, and then I watch the next 20 underneath it. So I'm like anybody else. I can get snagged. It's very addictive. All right, so image, and info. Okay, so we're back up to running. Let's see what this does. Oh, we're compiling. All right, so I've gone way over my expectations here because I got distracted. And if you know me, that's normal, right? You're like, yeah, big surprise there. Somebody got distracted. This is so slow. Did I install my VS Code, or did I just kind of sit here and go? I thought I did. Download. Nope, I did not. Windows. Your data is here. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for using Norton. No thanks. We're not doing Norton anymore. No thanks. We're done with Norton. Norton is no longer our go-to. We did Norton for a few years, but it's time to just not. That's what that comes down to. We're just going with the not. Direct download. Thank you. ARM? I don't want ARM. Oops, I already did that. Okay. What I should do, well, here's a problem. I was thinking keep all my downloads in like a network folder. Directory context? Sure. All right, what happened? Reference set login is not defined. What do you mean set login? Set logged in. Oh. What is it supposed to be? I thought I had. Didn't I do that from here? Check login, set logged in. Set logged in. Oh, I must have used a different is logged in, set is logged. So which one changes? One of these guys has to change. Is logged in. I want them to be the same though. All right, let's just set it. Let's go with is logged in. Probably makes more sense. So set is logged in. Login. Dang it. Refer is not defined. All right, so this page has refer and it is defined. Logged in has refer and it's not defined because I didn't do this. Still trying to decide how this needs to work. Okay, so the login page. All right, let's go look at let's see what Copilot said for this. And is this the login one? That's account management. And this is the login one. So basically, I took this out. Why? I don't know. Get refer. I feel like something here is not right. Something's not right. I think it's got too much carryover from the days of it being its own page. Where did it have this? Oh, I know why that's not there, because it's not there. It doesn't exist because it's not being used. Button border highlight. These ones are just, that's probably a social connection, which by the way, probably should be on there as well. Let's go to a, I'm not using that anymore. But we'll go over to social connect button, which is down here in my components. And we do have it there, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay. I see it. All right, so where are we at? Refer. Oh, we got. Hi, we're back. We have everything. Nope. Something? Maybe? Nope. Still blew up. What page are we on now? Login.json. What do you mean it's not? Search params is not defined. Where is search params? Oh, really? Search params is supposed to be part of... Am I not using the images on login? Probably not, because I'm not... Those aren't images anymore. I will eventually probably use this, but let's take it out for now. Because I got to put some fancy backgrounds and other gunk in my page, but right now I don't need it. But what I do need is my search params, I guess. Still trying to figure out why I need this. So we load the login page. I feel like we don't need this. I just want to reload on success login. You know what? I'm gonna adjust this. We're not going to redirect anything. I just want to reload. Reload the page. In fact, on success. All right, I got to figure this out. Okay. On login success in the login.jsx. I want the parent account / page to handle the redirect. Is that possible? This would remove any need to have a refer or redirect in the login component. All right, so we got that. There are so many things I have to install on here. I'm telling you, it's just going to be pain and agony beyond all measure. I gotta install like Docker. I am really just, what it's coming down to is I have to install so many bits and parts, and I'm just installing them now because I don't want to do the video card swap right now. And it's probably not a good idea. Is it loading? Oh, it is. And other things I need. I don't want to put Visual Studio yet because that's going to take like a month. Probably should, because then I won't be distracted by it. Visual Studio. I am considering moving away from Visual Studio back to Visual Studio Code if I can get all of my stuff working in code. I'm a little apprehensive of my ability to get stuff working in code because I wasn't able to debug in there last time, and that's why I went to Visual Studio in the first place. What? Where am I? Downloads? What is this? I didn't even know this was a thing. Didn't I do that, guys? How are we doing? Before we get started, we need to set up a few things so that you can configure your installation. Oh, okay. I mean, at this point, I need everything in Visual Studio. I need to be able to whatever thing it says, except C++, because I'm not doing any C. I'm not doing no stinking C++. But I am going to be doing some. I don't know if I'll be doing ASP web development, but I'll put it in there. I'm going to do some Azure stuff eventually as we get to Azure. I'm doing some Node stuff, sure. Python, probably not, but I'm going to keep it because who knows. What was it that I had to do Python? Oh, yeah. I may need Python. God, that's going to be fun. I have apparently one of the major sources for getting NFL stats is through a Python, what do you call it? Python library. And you have to do most of your manipulating using that. Now, if you can figure out the source of the Python library, then you can build your own library and do it in another language. But it sounds like everybody just uses the Python library. So, yeah. Not doing that one. Okay, so we gotta go to individual components, see if there's anything in there I want. No. There's so much. Python, ARM, games and graphics, Android for Unreal Engine. Is there one for Unity? Yep, Visual Studio Tools for Unity. Gonna need that one probably. Image 3D model editor, graphic debugger. I don't know what Cocos is, but it's probably something I'm going to end up needing. Unity Hub, yep. Alright, let's just go with that for now. I can always add stuff later. Right. Only 26 gigs, that's all. That will only take 50 bajillion hours. Wait, you must restart Windows. Well, I'm not doing that now because I started an install. We'll do that later. Okay, where was I? That'll take forever and a day. It's still downloading it, but it does install at the same time, so I guess that's kind of nice. What did I do? I installed it last time, and then there was an update that took literally as long as installing it did. So I'll probably have to do this, then do an update. So we're going to be a while. All right, so it could be Friday before. I might not be able to use that computer until game time on Friday, which will be sometime at night. So my last practices for my play next week. That'll be fun. Am I getting nervous? You know, I keep telling myself, yes, I can be nervous. And then I get myself nervous. But ultimately, I tell myself, look, I can do this. I don't have trouble. I mean, what? I mean, yes, you're just a camera. Which is really just me talking to me. But it's the mic is going out to you. And so if you're watching this, and if I had 1,000 people watching this, which I don't yet, I will one day, right? Right? I'll have 1,000 people. Sure. Yes. Nod your head. Smile. If I had that many people, I'd still be doing this. I'd still be going at it. Still be doing what I'm doing. It's no different. This play is going to have like 50 people in the audience. It's not like we're going to have a boat ton of people. I mean, come on. It's really just, it's not going to happen. So I'm not worried about it. Although we do have to do 4 nights. 4 plays. So like 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. All right, so we're going to get rid of this. Yay. So we got handle, login, click. And we got, what is the login click going to do? Is it different? Google alert provider error. Nope, nothing there. Then we got handle submit, which is basically just going to be prevent default, show register, username, password, birthday, register user, result, success, login success. We're not going to push anything. And then we're going to go else alert, blah blah blah, else username, blah blah blah, result, login user. Then we're going to go result success on login success. Else. So we're not doing that either. Not going to do that. We're just going to go alert result. What do I do? What do I need on login success for? Do nothing? I feel like there's stuff here that does not need it anymore. Path name, router, remember me, reach, redirect to. There's definitely stuff here that's not needed anymore. I don't even have a use effect in here anymore. This is like, I don't need this. And what do I need to redirect to? Is that even a thing anymore? Handle, login, click. It's got provider, Google, provider, fetch auth response. Then we got result on login success. Do that, but we don't need this anymore. Which is just that, and then there's that. So that basically kills all of this. And yeah, I don't need any of that. I don't have the remember me functioning yet, but that's on the docket. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so that takes care of those things. Now we got to update my account page, which is this one. Use effect, check login. A callback function? Where's this callback function? Update the account page command to handle the redirect upon login. What is this login function you speak of? I don't see. Login, user login, account management. Is logged in, show router. Check login, is user logged in. Is that in here? On login success. I'm trying to figure out what it's talking about. It's like, it goes, there's a callback function. I'm like, okay, where's the callback function? Handle log. Oh, here we go. Handle login success. I don't know how. There it is. Handle logged in success. Router.push account. Redirect account page or any other page. All right. So we do still need this stuff because that's going to check, and then we're still going to push away if we need to. But at some point we come back in here, and really what this is going to be router. This is the handling of the login success, though. Router.push refer. So we're going to go back to whatever the refer is, but we have to actually define the refer. So we probably need to have that held up somewhere. So we'll probably have to set refer. And we'll do something like is logged in. We also have to do something like set is logged in true, and that should trigger this to show this, which should be fine. But then actually I don't even know if I want to do this. I think what I'll do is we're going to do this little test. We'll go like this. And then if, well, we know we're successful already, so we're here. And I'll say if refer does not include accounts, we'll push to refer, else we'll do this. Oops. Else we'll stick around here and just refresh this page, because then we're going to stick around and we're just going to do our thing. Otherwise, we might just leave, and why bother refreshing the page, because we don't care. Oops. But that also means that I need to store the referrer. So we're going to go const. Oops. Const bracket refer set refer set refer, and then we're going to go I don't know, do I need, we're going to go const we'll go set refer, no. Thing is about a use effect. If I've had this experience, if you set it, you can't use it within the use effect. It's like it needs to trigger some other thing happening. So you almost have to get a local version. You almost have to say get set or const ref equals set refer Oh, actually, no, that's wrong. Let's do this. We're gonna go. I did that wrong. We're gonna go Control X. We're gonna go Ref, and we're gonna go. And then we'll just put Ref in here. The other option is to do what is it? Or use a refer ref object, which is kind of like as soon as it's changed, it's valid kind of thing. And then this guy is going to go down here. So we got if refer dot includes. So we should go here, set refer. How come that's not done? How come that's not working? Did I syntactically blow something up? What did I do? What did I do? I don't want to have done it, because what I've done is not what I wanted to do. What have I done? What have I done? Oh. That is what I've done. Oh, this equals use state. What do I want to do by default? Let's just go home. Home is the default. Sure. But we're going to change it anyway when we get here. I feel like we're calling this twice. What's happening is this is running and then this runs, which I think is somehow twice affecting. So I don't know. I feel like I don't need to do this piece or take this piece out and then just do this piece. I don't know. It's calling twice and I really don't need it to. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll worry about that in a minute. All right. Git bash. I still need this piece because this piece actually says, hey, if we're already logged in, we still, yeah, if we're already logged in, we can leave. We don't have to do anything else if we need to leave. Yeah, we're just gonna stick around. All right, so let's go home. Let's go home. Let's see where this is going to take us. I mean, I should have a 7-day cookie on here, so theoretically, I'm already logged in. What is it doing? All right, so let's see what this does. What it should do is not that. Unless I'm not logged in, which I'm pretty sure I'm logged in. So the problem is we didn't reroute correctly. We went to the login page still. All right, so let's go here. I'm pretty sure this is where we're going. We run this, and we come over here at some point in the future. And there, and then we go F10 because we got to check login status. Whoa, okie dokie. What? Oh, we're just gonna like not do it? What the heck? Why don't we do it? Okay, now we're doing it. All right, so we'll go there, and ref is going to be account, refer whatever. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't actually pull the stuff from. I didn't actually use my use params or whatever the heck it's supposed to be to make sure that I'm pulling the. I don't need this. But I do need something. I do need the use params function here. And I was supposed to do that here. Because the home page is passing it in. And I'm supposed to be reading it, but I'm not reading it. That's what that's supposed to be for. So, yeah. I gotta go here and is the next navigation. So, use search params. And then it's gonna be like, what was it? Constant search params equals use search params, and then it's going to be something like search params, and then it's supposed to be what? Refer. Search params dot refer. Wait, search. Maybe that's not right. Search params and refer. And then that should have me something. All right, see where that takes me. Let's go home because I got to go get it again. Take your time while you're at it. I want to be like, you know, I want to take. Right. Oops, let's save it. Just gotta save everything. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but no. This is supposed to be. Let's go to immediate window here because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Search params refer. Turkey McChickens. Immediate window doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is this calling so many times? That's what I want to know. Search params is not a function. Okay, so what am I doing wrong with search params? Alright, so we got search params, use search params. Oh, it's get. It's get. dot get refer. For some reason they use single quotes. All right. Okay, so we have that use search terms. Okay, so we got get refer. Then we have refer. We're just going to get the ref because we're going to set it to that. Yeah. Then I can use it here if we succeed. I still don't know why we're calling multiple times. That's bugging me. Don't like that we're calling this multiple times. All right, let's go back to the page again. And I may not make it to my my next task. I was really wanting to get my next task. I've only got 2 days left, Wednesday and Thursday, because my sprint's over in 2 days. To stay on topic, stay on pace. It's not like I'm not getting other things done, but it's annoying. All right, perfect. It's the home page, basically what I wanted that to be. So we'll set this, which is fine, and then we're going to go see if we're logged in. We're going to go F10. Are we logged in? See that we go back here. It goes all the way back up. We go, is user logged in? And then we go, we basically just skip out. Why? And that one went past. It's like, I don't get it. Some things, I don't know. Just ignore me. All right, logged in. Why are we not logged in? Why are we not logged in? I know we have a token. All right, well, we obviously failed. So we're going to go end up in the login page. Now this is actually legitimately at the login page. And then we're going to go this. Login user. And we're going to return success. So we're yay happy. I'm going to say on login success. We're just going to do on login success. I hate that I have to go through like all this crap. Just bring me over here, man. That's all I want. Well, it did it by way of something. It didn't hit any of my stops. It just went back where it was supposed to. It did it. Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Functioned. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if that's good. I'm not sure it's okay to just take it. It did what, I mean, obviously I did something, but there was some stuff not happening that should have, but it logged in, checked the stuff. So let's go see what happens if I go here. I should be able to go here and it should stay there. I should not have gone to login page. I don't know why I went there, but okay, so either we're failing the login check here, or it's not working correctly to stay. See, it should have stayed. Oh my gosh. Oh, we are. So what happened here? If check login. What happened? Includes. Cannot read property of null. What? Oh, because ref doesn't have a value here. Oh, okay. And so refer was not set. So, okay, so we'll just do this then. We'll just say if not ref. Or and ref. So if we have a refer, because the other guys will refer you here, account won't refer you anywhere, you're already there, so it's just going to load up. Okay, so let's just do that. Yeah, it's not pretty. This is an ugly page. It's ugly, but it indeed loaded. So I should be able to go back here and everything will still be good. All right, I think we're working, folks. I think we're on the track. We've now got what appears to be a login process. I don't have a log out, so I can't really test log out, log in, log out, log in, or delete account, create account. Those things I have to do. Oh, I don't have a delete account. I should probably have a delete account in my to-do options here. Auth types, account login changes. Which is, again, wrong. I'm so confused, people. This is supposed to be feature. Oh my gosh. I'm just... Feature. Account maintenance. Have I always been doing this wrong? Are all these like this? Why am I putting PBIs under epics? Oh, see, I did it right there, but some reason I'm doing PBIs under epics. Oh, God. That is like... I did some of them right, and then I got broken. So, yeah. So that's account maintenance, and account maintenance should have all of these guys. I should have one called feature web account page, and that should be a feature. Can I turn this into a folder? What can I do with it? Oops. What are my options here? Convert to... No. A list? Yeah, let's convert it to a list. Yeah. All right. And this one should be feature. Login with, and then under login with, we have AMG Auth, which is in test. We've got Google Auth, which has to be tested, but I think it's more in development because I haven't had a chance to see it work yet. We have Twitch Auth, which is ready to be developed, but I'm not there yet. Backlog idea is Facebook, but I'll probably do Facebook, so I'm going to go ahead and set that to scoping. I'll set that to scoping. I'll probably do Twitch first. I mean, neither one of these is actually ready for development. I mean, I'm going to do them, but I'm going to put them as scoping because I haven't actually looked at what they take. You know, it's tomato, really. This is in development, but it's mostly done. And this is testing. It's ready to test. Okay, so then we have account maintenance, which really is supposed to be something not account maintenance because I moved the wrong one. This is a feature. Account page. Web. And then, which means got to create the page. I've got actually these guys. These three guys should probably be promoted. Can I move them up? Let's see, can I just drag them up? And we'll just get rid of this one, or I can rename it to something else. We'll go create page, add account management component, add login component, which we did. Those guys are all, these guys are actually done? No, ready for test. Status, testing. And by testing, that means it's going to my test environment. It's ready to go to the test environment. That's all it means. It's not ready for production yet. This one doesn't exist anymore, so we're getting rid of that. Well, let's see. What other things need to go on this page? There's going to be a bunch more stuff that needs to go on this page eventually, but what did I just say I don't have? I said, let's see, I have... Oh, delete account. Create page. That's probably account maintenance, though. Huh? Let's go put that in account maintenance. Add task. PBI. Delete account. That might be a way down the road item. Mostly because there's going to be a lot of stuff involved with deleting an account at some point. All right, I'll be right back. I got a quick break. It's not broken. It's not broken. I forgot. I muted it 5 minutes ago to step away for a second, and I forgot to turn it back on. So it's only been like 5 minutes. So, not broken, just stupid. So I walk away sometimes, and I typically will mute my stream when I walk away, just so no random things sound. I mean, really should do is have a be right back page. Yeah, that's probably about right. If you were to scroll back, it would probably be like right before you came if you were here 5 minutes. That sounds about right. It may not even have been 5 minutes. Might have been 4 minutes. And I'm glad you showed up, because I would have gone on, because I was going to, I'm thinking about signing off here in the next, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And I'm thinking about signing off because, I usually go sit down with Ann for a while. But I would have gone all that rest of the time and had just a broken ending to my stream. See my cool login? I've got my login all functioning cool now. And I was just about to start moving on to the next task, which I'll probably end up doing tonight, probably around 8:30 when I come back. I've been logging in 8:30, 9 o'clock every day and work about an hour and a half sometimes turns into 2.5. I shouldn't do it that late, but can't get my butt off the computer. I did not hear from him yet, but that's true. He never reported to us. So what I have it doing is once I've logged in, I have an icon show up here. Eventually, I figure I'll put in some other avatars, but it'll be your avatar, right? So like you log in, the avatar will show up, and it'll have this little thing. And my account page is ugly now. I haven't done anything with it except add these buttons into it. But I got to do some significant edits and stuff. But I just wanted to get it in place. So I've got more and more stuff starting to show up. Interesting, I just noticed my page is not showing my sections are not there. Where are my sections? Hello? Why are my sections not showing? Is that like normal? What the heck? I gotta kind of have it be faster to determine. Like, I don't know. Like right now, see, it's still loading here and it shows login, create account. But what it really is doing is it should check before it displays anything. See, now it shows, hey, we're logged in now. But what it didn't do is put my, oh no, okay, my links are back. Okay, well, whatever. So now I can go here, I hope, because this one doesn't do authentication, assuming it works. So this is my play call. Does it load? It's thinking about it. Oh, things are so slow lately. Got my computer back though, by the way. I've been installing stuff. I'm hoping it's fixed. Oh, please, Lord, let it be fixed. No, they didn't fix it. They replaced it. That was the thing. So this should be a different computer, but no, it is not a brand new one. I know this because they didn't give me, it doesn't have the box. It was just the generic brown box. So they gave me somebody's sloppy seconds. Somebody, they probably refurbished some machine that wasn't mine and go, here's a new one, a replaced one. I guess it's possible they could have brown boxed some brand new ones just for this kind of replacement. I don't know. There's no way to know, right? I mean, it looks good. It looks new. It looks clean. I couldn't tell you if it's a refurbished unit, but I feel like if it came in a brown box, it's a refurbished unit. And I don't trust a yeah. On Surface Pro, they were mining with the Surface Pro. Ugh, that would beat the snot out of it, wouldn't it? But I hope it's just not 2 years. I want 2 good years out of it. My other Surface, my Surface Pro 4 is upstairs. I still use it. I turn it on and log it and use it for like web browsing and stuff upstairs, or even just doing any of my web functionality. Like if I want to mess with ClickUp to do some ClickUp updates or any of the web functionality, I could even use it to display my game and stuff once I get this out. That's the next 2 days. I'm going to be deploying to test and deploying to production. Oh, why are you even? Oh yeah, I was trying to get my formations to start loading. I haven't got that quite functional yet. I had to detour. Got a bunch of errors. Aaron has a Surface. I wonder which version he has. My wife had a 3. In fact, I still have her 3 down here also. I had a Surface Pro 4, top of the line 4. And then 4 versions later, which I think was either 4 or 5 years, I got a Surface Pro 8. Top of the line, everything. Now they have an 11, but the 11 switched over to an ARM processor, and I'm like, why? There are things that aren't compatible with ARM. I don't want that. So I'm hoping they'll go back. Because the whole point of the Surface tablet was to have a super portable PC that can do everything a PC can. And by switching to the ARM processor, what you did is you created a very powerful tablet, which isn't a PC. It can't do everything. It can do some stuff. It kind of emulates, and a lot of stuff can function, but not everything. A lot of things won't work. Games, if you want to use it for any kind of games, it's going to struggle. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. So, I don't know. 2 years from now, maybe ARM can do that stuff. I don't know. But right now, it emulates to do stuff, and that's already a step in the a bottleneck in the processing of games, right? Two or three, yeah. Geez, 2 or 3, yeah. That's old. That's old. I think I remember him having it though. But did they? Is the 11 cheaper? I mean, if you get a top of the line 11, is it still going to be cheaper than the $2,400 that I paid for a top of the line 8? I mean, granted, each 2400 is a much better than this one might be. This one at top line functionality is still probably worth $500, $600, maybe even more than that. He played Diablo 4 on it. He still had it. He still had a 3. No, he could not play. No, there's no way he played Diablo 4 on a. I played Diablo 4 on a Surface Pro 4. No, wait a minute. No, that might have been the 8. When did Diablo 4 come out? Like 2 years ago? No, I've had my 8 for about 2 years. So, no. Diablo 3. Diablo 3 might have been about Surface Pro 4, because that would have been, let's see, 3, 6, 7 years ago. So that might be about right. But I was playing Diablo 4. I remember I was doing it as a test on my computer, and I think it was this one. Because I was playing it on this one. I was doing some streaming playing Diablo 4 on my Surface Pro 8. And this is before I had my video card, so I wanted to see how well it would run on my Surface Pro 8 without my external video card, because I didn't have it yet. And it was... But once I got my external video card, it was fine. I could run. So you can see I've got some functionality in place now. I've got my game plan stuff, offense, defense stuff. I can go to my simulator. But things are just slow right now because I'm on this crappy computer. But once it fully loads, I should be able to go to the simulator. I haven't run the simulator in I haven't run the simulator in a couple of weeks now. And that's because I didn't have I just didn't need to. I wasn't doing anything with it. I haven't run it since before Denver was eliminated from the playoffs, which is what, 2 weeks now? It brings a tear to my eye. I mean, I kind of knew they weren't going to do great, but I thought they'd do better than 31-7. But hey, the Bills are a good team. Whatever. I feel like this computer has gotten slower. Slower since I started. I don't know. Slower since in the last few weeks. So I don't know what's going on, but I've been watching been checking out other football games because I've been, I'm trying to get ideas, what things my game needs to do to be better than them, or at least significantly different than them in some ways. Yeah, the plays that mattered cut. So yeah, I've been I'm excited to start playing with Unity pretty soon, but I have to finish getting my my tech debt done, which is to say I got to get my deployments to production and test going, and that's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing now. But I think I'm failing that plan because I've been letting myself get distracted by other things. I mean, that's kind of the life of streaming, right? I mean, you just gotta... So you noticed I've been putting out some shorts lately. I've been finally starting to put out more shorts, and I've been clipping or creating more shorts to put out. I got a few more I want to put out. One of them got 417 views. Woohoo! That's just, I don't know why. It was one that I was doing some AI image generations for the game, trying to get some images for it. That's not what I want. Let's go here. Even that pictures thing you just saw, a bunch of mantas, that has to do with the game. I was trying to find an image of a ray, stingray, manta ray, whatever. That I could conceptualize, because I have a team. I was looking at the team names that I have for the game. You think? I don't know. I guess it's better than 5. But so these are the names of the teams, right? So these are the teams, the real names. And then these are the names I came up with. Some of them I may alter. I'm not locked on any of them yet. But trying to come up with... I have some pretty cool images for the Giants and the Rhinos. But I was trying to figure out what the heck a buck ray would look like. I actually found some pretty good images for the V-Born Scorned, which are the Broncos. And so that was some pretty good ones for that. The AI helped me come up with an idea what a Scorned might look like. And it came out pretty good. It was kind of the same thing I was thinking, and I was surprised that the AI did it, but it came up with some good options. I might change the Marines and the War Elites, because to me they're pretty much the same concept, so I don't know what that would be different. I haven't done it for all of them yet, though. I was doing some swans. What are the swans here? New Orleans Saints. Where are they? Oh, they're the ones I changed. That's right. They're supposed to be Eons. The Eon Silent Swans or something like that. I think that's what they are. And I actually kind of like the swans, so I might go with it. I think that's the new. Oops, what? Nope, something's missing there. Because there's an R missing. But let's see. Leans. Leans. There's a couple things. Maybe it's not silent. It's something else. But it's something swans. I remember that. But it's missing a couple. It's missing an A and it's missing an R. So it's not the silent swans. It's something. But that's why you see here, I actually took one of the images I got from AI on my app. And I'm going to probably change. I don't know. What do I want to do that? Change? I don't know. And plus I need to make the ratios of my images the same. Notice how my football screen is smaller than my front page, which means that you have black space if you go to the football or you get your cut off homepage. I need to have them all the same dimensions so that whenever you go somewhere and you make the thing bigger or smaller, the pages, they all stay uniform. It's all that kind of minutia, you know. Oops, dang it. No. Wrong button, kid. Wrong button. Who's messaging me? I have been working a lot on this, man. I'm getting a lot of the auth stuff has been a challenge. I'm just glad it's finally working. Get all the pieces. There's a lot of pieces to do an authentication, and it's complicated. You got to create the login. You got to create a register, create account. You have to create a validation to validate the token. You have to create back-end code to capture those things and handle them individually. Like you have to do the validation, you have to do the login, you have to do the account creation. If you do any of those account creations from anybody, be it Google or anyone else, it has to be able to look them up and see if they already exist and tell you if they already exist. You have to store the cookie, create a cookie, read the cookie. You have to check the cookie for existence so that you don't log in when you don't need to. So that was a lot going on in that. And getting in each time, and there's even one still a little bit, which is the remember me on this computer, which I have not implemented, which is, I think, basically deleting the cookie. You dump the cookie and it becomes invalid, right? I mean, in theory, I should also tell the backend, hey, kill this login. You know, to expire it or whatever. But either way, I mean, that's a simpler one. But still, there's a lot of pieces to getting authentication going, and that's just doing it on this app. I have to do all the front end stuff that does the same thing on the Unity Android app pretty soon. That's like one of the next things I got to do. But I'm going to be starting pretty soon. If I can get the check-in to test and then to prod working, I should be able to start doing, getting more into actual doing application code again, where I'm getting to doing creative parts, get the formations loading, get the simulation working, getting all that stuff more on track. Because it's been a lot of the minutia of getting tech debt done that's been holding things up. All right, so I was going to go to this page. See, like this is the swans. It doesn't click anything right now, but this is the coach. I thought he was kind of a cool looking swan character, so I called it so he's a coach, Tony Absane, who, by the way, I bet you don't know who that is. That is Broncos current coach with Sean Payton. This playbook is kind of cool. I don't really care for this game plan view. I think it's cool, but if you look at it closely, it's AI. It looks bad. I mean, it's got weird pieces and stuff. What I want to do is come up with a visual theme for each of my pages that stays in line with what my homepage is. Like this is the homepage, so a coloration. I'm doing a fantasy theme, so I want them to be. I want all the pages to kind of have a similar feel. So I'm probably going to do a tan, brown, kind of a rust, not a rust, but a combination papyrus rust kind of look, scroll look on my pages, kind of a dark tan. And then I have some of my teams. Home. I have some. I was coming up with these yesterday with the help of another guy who was on here. So this is like a pretty good image of a rhino for the rhinos. So I'm going with kind of a chibi art for my characters because I figure it'll look kind of cool on the cards. And I figure I'll do some randomization of like their skin tones and shading and coloring and stuff. So like we may have some rhinos that got checkers, or some have darker skin, some have lighter skin. And I'm not going to associate to any particular person, but just give variety. But this is one of the things about AI which bugs me. I'm hoping that now there are tools apparently, and this is the reason I think this is cool. There are tools apparently that can turn a 2D image into a 3D model that you can use in like Unity or gaming apps. So I'm hoping to be able to create some of these and use them as models. But I'm hoping the models are smart enough to take away all the color. I just want a shape model, and then we can put our own colors on there. Because AI refuses, I don't know why, but apparently it can only associate not soccer with American. Like literally American. You have, like, even if you just say, I usually say something like, give me a character wearing football gear, not soccer. So I don't mention the word American at all. But that AI will still throw things like the NFL insignia on stuff, which I don't see on this page, which you see here. You see all these shields, which are obviously NFL related. You see the American flag, and all of these. It's like if I go like this one, I said this one has American football mascot, and that one's got a flag. I think this guy's probably got something American in him too. So you got the shield, because that's NFL. This one did pretty good. They didn't actually put NFL on that one. But like, does this one do it? This is a V-Born Scorned. He's cool. But he might be, I don't know how that'll translate or not. I don't know how well that one's going to turn into a 2D. But that's kind of a cool one. I liked it. No flag on that one, and no NFL. I think it's funny though, when it does a field, it always messes the field up. I mean, look at this. You got the 50-yard line marker, but you got all these lines that go vertically. It's like a grid. I don't know what that is. It never gets the field quite right. And you can almost always look at these and see the problems in the grid or in the field. Like this one. The line, look at that line. That line goes up to his heel but stops. The lines are obviously every foot. Every yard or so. So yeah, and then you got the American shield here, and more shield here. So yeah, they're definitely weird. This is a full wing version of this guy. That's pretty good though. AI comes up with some pretty good stuff sometimes. And then the guy who was on my stream with me was trying to get some stuff going. This was the Imps. Came up with this guy, but see, this one came up with a NFL shield and a Mary Ball. I love the way it spells. And I don't even know what this is supposed to be. What's that? Enibis? I don't know. So obviously there's going to be some editing. That's why I want to be able to erase all the colors. We'll see what that does. And these are like two-dimensional versions. This was the lizards. The lizards, or maybe the talons. Yeah, but yeah, there's some pretty cool ones there. All right, I'm going to call it for a bit. I'm going to go take a break. And yeah, I'll be back later though. So hey, if you feel like stepping in before you go to bed tonight, I'll be back about 8:30, 9 o'clock to do some more. I'm going to be trying to get my stuff checked into GitHub and try to set up some flows between my Docker test and set up a Docker production page so that I can start having it accessible to the outside world. So I can give out accounts to people and they can start fiddling with what little I have until there's more to fiddle with. So, yeah, and have a good time with your Tarkov. Until later. Till next time.